Good day, y'all. It's Cutter here. I got to do some repairs and fix and build a section of my fence gate. Somebody kind of half-assed this, putting it in, shot it right to the corner board, the trim, and hung a gate from it. And I got to take it all apart and rebuild it because my trailers are too wide to be able to come through this opening. So you can see how they just nailed and shot it on an angle, and just a hack job. And over here they screwed down this section to this section, top and bottom. So I'm gonna have to take all this apart, take this off, and I'm gonna build a continuous gate. And I'm gonna take this 4x4, I'm gonna cut this down, take this off, 4x4, mount it and screw it into the house correctly, and caulk it and paint it and all that good stuff. That way I get more width by removing this and bringing it over here, so my trailer can actually come through this opening. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. And we're gonna get started with that. I already made my measurements. I'm gonna go and notch the 4x4 to go down to the ground and shoot it into the landscape timber. I got 6-inch screws that I'm gonna lag the 4x4 into the house. I got a 8-inch wheel with a spring on it that I'm gonna put on the front of the gate, so when we open it, it takes a lot of the weight off of it, and it doesn't put so much stress on the 4x4 that we're gonna be having mounted to the house. And I gotta reinforce the gate and make it nice and strong, because a 9-foot gate is big. It's pushing limits to how big a wooden gate should be. So that's how we're gonna go. So I'm gonna mark the 4x4 for a notch 5 inches up, and 1 5/8 inches is staying on. So I need to continue this mark around and this is coming off and this is staying on. Now I'm just going to go a little bit of the way through this one and finish it with a handsaw. Usually I would drop the deck of the saw, circular saw, but I can do it by eye good enough. That notch fit perfectly, and now I gotta cut this piece out. Oh look, the genius has shot the screw into just a piece of trim. Great job, guys. Professional. I guess that's what they thought was a good job. Install this post with 6-inch timber locks with a 5/16 bit. The way you'll be able to tell if you're hitting good framing where it's going to hold, which I already know because I've built many houses, is it's going to go through the siding, go through the plywood behind it, and then it'll run right into the 2x4 in the corners, which this post is 3.5. You probably have 1.25 inches worth of siding and plywood, so that's 4 3/4, and this is 6, so I'll have a good at least 1.25 inches penetration into the 2x4, which should be plenty. Fits nice. Purposing this fence panel for fencing that I am putting up back in the back area. It's a new section using this old one, well, it's good shape, using it to fix or finish that other section. All right, got it. Let's see if I can just rip this other one out. Got it. I can see how lucky I get with getting these top ones out. Not anymore. I'll tell you what. That fence right there opens and closes like a dream, like melted butter. The deck screws on one side and Phillips head's on the other. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go, since I'm saving this panel but I'm getting rid of this, I'm gonna go and get a Phillips head bit, take the screws off the panel, and then just toss this thing. All right, now that we got the gate out of here, put it over there. Pull that post out of the ground, we don't need it anymore. Trash it, and then I'll get my measurements to start framing the gate, and we'll get that built, get it installed, get my hinges on it, and hopefully by the end of the day we'll have a fully functioning gate. All right, so I'm going to measure our opening at the bottom. 110 3/4. I'm going to take 1.25 off of that for spacing. So that leaves us with 109.5. 109. 6 feet. So I'll make them 6 inches from the top and bottom. 60 inches. That'll be the size of our frame. Once I get that put together and I get it squared, then I'm going to put the angle braces on it. And when I do the angle braces, they're going to go from the bottom here up to the top corner here. That way the top can't push down, and it actually gives it stability without dropping. I'll tell you what, you can stay away from buying Lowe's pencils. Stay away from them. They're junk. Lead just falls right out of the darn things.
Since there's only two pieces, I already marked one. I don't have to mark anything on this one for where it goes. Just the angle, and that's it.
It's surprising it actually stayed. Making 6-inch blocks to put down so I can set the gate on top of it. So I use the heavy duty gate hinges and I put them on the inside because when I'm done with the outside, I'm going to want it to look like it's just a piece of fence and it's not an actual gate. So that hopefully it'll deter anybody from saying, oh hey, there's a gate there, I can open it wide open and go and see what's inside. And I got a middle hinge, but I didn't get the same style because I didn't have anything in here. I didn't want to put a block to catch it, so I just got a regular T-hinge. When I took the level, I left this side high, so when I take the blocks up from underneath it, hopefully it'll drop down into place. what's left is putting the fence boards on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these boards and I'm going to mark them. This is 3 inches. This is 3 inches from here to here. I'm going to mark that at the bottom of the dog ear on the board. I'm going to mark them all, and on this side I'm going to use the edge, put them on there, and that's where I'm going to tack them. I use a 2x4 to space in between each one, and then I'm going to go over the top like so. Space them also. Alright, so the gate's finished. Got all the hardware on it. 3 heavy-duty hinges swinging inward so you can't see any hardware from the outside, so it just looks like a blank fence panel. Nobody knows that it opens. I'll show you that in a sec. So I put 2 separate latches to make it tighter. I just drilled in to the existing fence, so I didn't have to put any type of bracket or anything like that. It's not going to hurt anything. Taking the weight off of it. I'll show you what it looks like when it's closed. So if you have any questions or comments or anything like that that you want to talk to me about, just leave them in the comment section and I'll get back to everybody, and see what ideas you guys might come up with, things that you would do differently. Maybe you have a different scenario, fence or something that you might want to talk about and get some ideas, or pass some ideas on to me. I'm open to everything. I do this stuff for fun, so I like to hear what other people have to say and think, and good ideas that they have. So let me know what you think, and we'll see y'all soon.